No, it isn't a spare room, it's my bedroom. And no, it's not a wardrobe, it's my closet.
We interrupt this normal Urbex introduction as this will be a special Jeep off-roading series.
Follow me and we'll explore mystic lands together.
Welcome to Day 3 and Windrock Park. Got off to a late start, not actually hitting the trail until 10:30. Rushing a little and not thinking. Oh, I hate mud. Not going anywhere near there. Ooh, well, that's a lot off camber. Let's do the mud. What was I thinking? Well, I wasn't. You can often tell just by looking at it when it looks like a milkshake and has these thick, multicolored, sludgy bubbles that it's gonna be quicksand and glue. And sure enough, it was. As soon as that front tire went in and the other one slid in, I knew in my gut we were stuck. There was no backing out. No way was I gonna risk winching through it. Using the high lift jack from behind, well, all that did was take the slack out. But it took the slack out of me too. Yeah, that got the heart rate going. So anyway, thank God there was a lumber crew working at the entrance. We saw him as we came in. Ran back, grabbed this fine gentleman you see here, and he pulled us out with his bulldozer. About an hour after we got stuck, we were headed back toward Panther Rock. Windrock Park, near Oak Ridge, Tennessee, don't worry, it only glows a little bit, is named in the top 4 parks in the entire eastern part of the country. It's the largest park in the country. It comprises 73,000 acres with 300 miles of trails and offers 3 Badge of Honor trails. Because of the time, we would only hit 2 today. Trail 51 to the famous Panther Rock and Trail 26. We would get back in October to hit the iconic Trail 16. The park is so large, regular roads also go through it. We had to drive one of those off trail to get between the 2 trails just to have a fighting chance at finishing what we had planned. You can see that back in the beginning of the video in the screenshot, the route we took. Guess we could have stayed on the west side and do 16 and 26, but I really wanted to get to the famous Panther Rock and do that one first. No stinking way. I was not going back in the soup. I hate mud. It gets into everything. It gets into your axles. It gets into your brakes. It puts your wheels out of balance. It gets into your speed sensors, which makes your analog brakes and traction control and everything else screwy. Nope. Not doing that again. So, fortunately, there was a bypass. I'll take steep, climbing, off-camber, slippery, any day over soupy, sloppy, sticky mud. And this was definitely nose up. Woohoo! But climbed it like a champ. Back at it. There's a lot going on here at Windrock besides four-wheeling. There's also bicycling, hiking, of course, camping, and even a target range. They have multiple special events throughout the year, and while that might be a lot of fun, if your focus is on wheeling, event dates might be a little crowded. Since a lot of our trip was during the week and kids were in school, we saw very few others. None on Trail 51. And finally, the prize, Panther Rock. Of course, we had to drive out and get the obligatory photo and video and whatnot, but yeah, well worth it. I bet you it's even more beautiful in the spring or the fall when it's not quite as thick foliage and you can really see and the colors, and yeah, just a great view. Yes, that is nose down, and even more so than it looks in the video.
I don't think, no. One side's lower than the other or whatnot. Yeah.
So why did I so rudely interrupt the airman of note? Well, just think it's funny how two old guys behind the wheel grunt and moan as we get beat up by the rocks in our seatbelts. Not to mention, this little situation coming up was unexpected and somewhat humorous. Don't worry, we'll pick up skyscrapers where it left off. As prior Air Force and a trumpet player, I'm a little biased. Plus, these videos really are for my brother and I, and we're just sharing them with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the far left. Try it. I think the other line I had would have been good too. But
well, actually, it looks like it does drop, kind of.
Well, it drops either way, but which side would be worse? Holy cow, Troy, hold on.
What?
Maybe it would help if I put it in four-wheel drive. I am so glad I saw you guys. I forgot to register. I'll have to do that when I get out. New York, where at? That's more upstate than what most people call upstate. I was stationed in Plattsburgh and then I lived up there another 10 years. Yeah, that's upstate. Yep. Take care, guys.
Thank you for joining us on day 3 at Windrock Park.